Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it's time for another Sudsy recap. And this time we're doing Vanderpump Rules because I just watched it and it's fresh in my mind, my brain. Fucking neighbors! I swear to God, the neighbors they beat their children or something because their children are constantly crying all the time. It's annoying as hell. Although one time, one of the neighbors down the way had it with the kids crying all the time. It was like, I've had enough. That's enough. I mean, like I was a little scared. I was like, but anyways, Vanderpump Rules. Okay, so here's the thing. So last week, Lala had decided to not show up for Arianna's birthday party in Sonoma, the whole little NASCAR trip, and she didn't show up to the airplane, right? So we found out this week that she texted them saying, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to lie, they were all pissed off because, they had to jump through a bunch of hoops to get these tickets, and they had to, put them in specific people's names. So the fact that she didn't end up showing up, it kind of shit all over her birthday. So luckily that didn't ruin her birthday party, so that's good because it was I think I personally, as a viewer of the show, I think that it's actually better that she wasn't there. I think they had a lot more fun without her because let's be real, if Lala had gone, all we would have done is seen about Lala would have been bitching about the girls in Montauk. The girls in Montauk would have been bitching about Lala, and it wouldn't have been about Arianna at all. So I definitely think that it actually helps to keep us as a viewer. It keeps our focus on Arianna and her birthday, not having Lala there. That's just how I'm seeing it, right? And you know what? I know, shoot me for this, but this week is actually not a bad week for James Kennedy. I'm not going to lie. He actually stepped up this week and he was talking to, I don't know if he was his sponsor or just his friend or whatever, but he was telling him about how, he got fired from Sir and Pump and, all this stuff. And the guy was like, I'm not supporting that at all. But and the funny thing is that the friend was like, look, usually I'm a big believer that the problem is not the actual problem. There's something creating the problem. And he was asking, what the underlying issue is. And I'm telling you, he broke it down. And James was like, yeah, my family's splitting up and, I'm having a difficult time with it. So I give the friend props for cutting the shit and getting right to it. It makes sense, So and James actually was talking about how, yeah, I haven't drank in about a week and, it's fine. Whenever I want to drink, I just go get some ice cream. That's great. That's fine. That's fine. So anyways, and then later in that same episode, he's telling Lisa that Lala is basically so freaked out by this new boyfriend that she has that she is paranoid, basically, and that whenever someone knocks at the door, she freaks out, and she closes her blinds when James comes over because she doesn't want people knowing that he's there. So, things like that makes me go, just like that song from CNC Music Factory, things that make you go, which was a phrase that Arsenio Hall used to use on his first show a while back. But anyways, so the girls were in Montauk. So that would be Stassi, Scheana, Katie, and Kristen. And I'm not going to lie, there were a few moments and a few different things that Scheana was a little bit of a buzzkill. Totally. Stassi, I feel you on that one. It was a little bit. But at the same time, I was expecting to see those girls from Summer House, those twins that are going to be on Summer House, and we'll see how that goes. But next week, they're trying to fix Stassi up with some guy, and I think it might be one of the guys from Summer House. I don't know. I haven't seen Summer House. It doesn't start till the 16th, but the way that they're setting it up, it sounds like it might be a spin-off of Vanderpump Rules. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Obviously, I'm gonna watch it, but it just seems to me like I don't know. It it's. I already said once that it's the rich white version of Jersey Shore, but I that was cute 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like when Jersey Shore first came on, that was cute. Now it's not that. I don't know. I don't know. It's not a good look for you when you're in your 30s, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely willing to keep an open mind and watch the show. We'll find out. Um, if this week further solidified the fact that Brittany is incredible. Although I will say this. So Brittany and Arianna were having a moment alone drinking tequila. I couldn't do tequila. I couldn't do it like that. I could do it like that if there was rum. Easy. I could do that easily. Tequila. You know why? I did tequila one time. There's a famous liquor store here in Vegas called Lee's Discount Liquor, and they had a big grand reopening of this location on Rainbow. And I just happened to be in the neighborhood, and my roommate Lisa was telling me about it, and I was like, oh, maybe I get to meet Mr. Lee. First of all, I met Mr. Lee, and I met his dad, Mr. Lee, and I told them I love their commercials, because their commercials are hilarious. And I was doing fine, lots of free samples all over the place. But then at the very last one I had was a sample of tequila, and it was like I almost barfed just because I don't know. It wasn't that good. So yeah. I mean, I love tequila and I love a margarita. Like I like tequila better than like whiskey, but I don't know. Anyways, sorry about that. So the night ended with the girls getting butt-ass naked and running into the ocean, which, here's the thing. Stassi says it's tradition, but as a viewer, I'm over that. They did it for her birthday in 2013. They did it for her birthday in 2012. I mean, like, yeah, it's tradition, but it's annoying. Although I will say this, it was pretty funny when they're out there in the water, which apparently is freezing. Even though it was the middle of the summertime, the water is not that cold, which is kind of strange because every time I've gone to Florida, even in the middle of the winter, like one Christmas, I spent Christmas in Fort Lauderdale on the beach, and the water was fine. Like the Atlantic Ocean is not nowhere near as cold as the Pacific Ocean, but I digress. So they're freezing, they're, naked in the water, and then all of a sudden this lighthouse shines this big old light on them, and the crowd starts erupting, and they're like, oh my God, there's all these people here watching. It was hilarious. It was very funny. Very, very funny. I thought it was very funny. Very cool. Lisa Vanderpump was not on that much this week. She just was on to find out from the girls. Oh, actually, from Arianna, she found out that she didn't show up to the trip to Sonoma. So she, then she had this talk with James about Lala and her boyfriend. And it was actually, this is why I think it was a good week for James. Because despite, A, he was sober. And B, in addition to being, excuse me. I almost knocked the phone out of my hands. In addition to being sober, he had this scene with Lisa where he didn't once ask Lisa for his job back. So I think that's progress. So I love it. I think it's great. Yeah. So that was really pretty much the extent of how we see Lisa. I think that now that the new season of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills have started, we're probably going to be seeing Lisa less and less on Vanderpump Rules. She was on it a lot in the beginning, but now that, I think we're going to be seeing her more on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so we won't need to see her that much on Vanderpump Rules, but we'll see. I could be wrong, though, totally, but we'll find out. Excuse me. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. And I want to say that you can hashtag Pump Rules and follow me on Twitter at Angel Benton. And you can hashtag Pump Rules to talk Vanderpump Rules with me. And then tomorrow, you can hashtag Bold and Beautiful to talk Bold and Beautiful, because I've got a lot to say about Bold and Beautiful. And I'm going to give you a hint. It's back to being good. Anyways, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.